was clicking. I was trying to get into faith. I just didn't know how. And I thought I was being a Christian at that time. I thought we were. I was volunteering, holding the door, spraying weeds. I was, everything we talk about, doing Christian things, but I wasn't fully invested in surrendering to God because I didn't understand how it worked.
So we got connected with Central maybe 6 years ago. Our son started going to preschool and then kindergarten, and then from there, our spiritual journey just kind of continued on.
I was in a pretty bad motorcycle accident. I was a lot of pain, a lot of guilt of why I survived and someone else didn't. I don't know, I was tearing our family apart, literally, trying to make sense of it, trying to get answers that I couldn't get. And then it got real bad. Started pushing people away. Started pushing my friends away, pushing my own family away, my wife away, my son. Started pushing the church away. I don't know why.
With my mental health background, it was hard to kind of keep him afloat. I knew the danger he was headed in, but there was only so much I could do as his wife to help.
I was all over the place, and a lot more after the accident. I didn't want to be suicidal. I just couldn't find an answer. I was reaching for the answer. Why did this happen? Why is my life like this? And at the last second, you scream for help. And from that point, that's when my spiritual journey, I think, started. Owen would come home and talk about God, and it intrigued me. And his spiritual journey led to Jeff, to FCA, to numerous people. So God was working in so many directions that I cannot explain what happened to me.
So I chose to be baptized solely. I was having a great spiritual adventure, and it came to light, and Owen and I looked at each other and we said, it's time. I'm ready to dedicate myself to get baptized, and I think it's changed not only our family, for both of us, started a new life for us, but also it's changing our own families. My mother is changing as well, and my brothers, and same with Nick's family, so I think it's just a short and long-term positive changes for everyone involved in our family, so we're very grateful for that.
It's an awesome journey, it really is, and it's going to keep going. And it's not going to be perfect. It's, in 20 minutes we might have a rough time, but we always go back.
In February, my armpit was swollen, so they did a self-breast exam. They said I was clear. I had asked myself if I still could get the referral, and they said no, they wouldn't put the referral in. In March, I heard a tear in my chest. They ruled that it was a hematoma. I asked for an ultrasound. They denied me. End of March, we were in Mexico for a work trip, and I had a lump the size of a $50 grow on my neck. When we got back to the States and I was seen, they put me in for an ultrasound, and the doctor came into my room after I had the screening done and said, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you have cancer. I was classified as stage 4, so we had a lot of prayers come in across the world. And I went in for a breast MRI to find out that the PET scan either was wrong or the prayers had worked, because the cancer was not in my right side. The doctor called crying and said, we have a miracle.
Yep.
Just after my second chemo, we found out that the cancer was gone.
It's been a journey. It's not been easy. The last few months have been really, really hard. Really hard. Life is good. It's hard. It's been hard, but it's good. It's really good.
With the cancer diagnosis, I don't think that it was given to me as a burden. I think that this diagnosis has helped other women get their testing done, and also spiritually. And so to me, I feel like the diagnosis is helping others, and that makes me okay to have it, to endure it, to go through it.
We've learned so much through Central Church. We used to sit in the back, in the upper, against the cement wall, and I'd get as close to that cement wall as I could and watch, because I didn't know, people looked at me, and now I'm in the front. We slowly started moving up towards the front. Now I just want to be closer. Jeff always talked about the oikos, my oikos. I finally figured out what the oikos was. And it was God working through Owen, through all these people. And you saw it working years ago before it actually came to fruition. You could see God putting little pieces. When I look back now, I'm like, wow.
It makes sense.
It makes total sense. How has God worked through my life?
How has he not?
How has he not?